Street in downtown Dover, New Hampshire, there is an inn that when you enter it, it'll make you feel like you've stepped into the pages of a Victorian novel or a scene in Downton Abbey. The Silver Fountain Inn and Tea Room is owned and operated by Pamela Pigeon and her husband Jim. They took over the bed and breakfast in 2013. They were looking for a boost during the slow winter months, and after Pamela visited a tea room in Maine, she knew she'd found the answer.
We sat there that day and I just looked around and thought, oh my gosh, this could be it. This could be something different in Dover. And I thought, I already have the ambiance, it's built in.
The three-story Victorian home was built in 1871, and the charm remains, along with many of the original fixtures.
As soon as they walk through the door, they are very impressed with the decor. I mean, everything in here is imported, from the Italian carpet moldings to the light fixtures from Belgium, the fireplaces from France.
And then there is the tea. Lots of it. Over 30 flavors on the menu.
They all get their own little teacup when they're all like mixed and matched. So the first thing they want to do is look at the bottom and see where it came from. Is it from England, Austria, France?
Pamela, an Air Force veteran, makes sure everyone who comes to tea has a pleasant and personal experience, as if they were joining friends for tea in their parlor.
Now that we have this beautiful weather upon us, we have some ice selections that are not on the menu. We have a lavender lemonade and we have an unsweetened Strawberry Fields iced tea. I didn't want it to be strictly what people consider a high tea. We want the everyday person that's driving by or that lives in town to feel like, hey, let's pop in there and go to lunch today.
The high tea offers sandwiches, salads, and soups. But it's the afternoon tea that boasts the most popular items on the menu, the fancy tea tiers.
The Duchess, our fancy 3 tiers, is the most popular, menu item. We also have what we call a hummingbird, which is 2 tiers, and then we have a chandelier, which is all desserts. A lot of people come here to celebrate something special, a birthday. Quite often people want to go the fancier route.
I thought it was really pretty, decorative.
I didn't know what to expect. I thought we were just going to sit down and have some tea, but the atmosphere is really pretty.
It's like making new friends every day. And, I never have someone come in that's not happy, that's not glad to be here. They make a special point of coming here.
If you're more of a drive-through kind of hot beverage drinker and not so much of a high tea connoisseur, Danielle Beaudet at the Cozy Tea Cart in Brookline can school you in the ABCs of tea drinking.
There's 6 categories of tea. You have white, yellow, green, oolong, black, and dark teas. I actually collected teaware. My great aunt had left me her teacup collection, and that got me collecting teaware. We always had tea for dinner at home, so tea's been a part of my life for a very long time.
Danielle kicked things up a notch after hearing the Texas Tea Queen speak at the Nashua Library years ago. Inspired, she immersed herself in everything tea.
I went to the Specialty Tea Institute in New York, and I got certified in all levels of certification there, and then started my business and journey in tea. So I traveled to the countries of origin to meet my farmers. It's just amazing being at the tea estate and meeting the people who are plucking these leaves for us and processing the leaf in the factory, and that's an education in itself.
Danielle admits the choices can be overwhelming. That's why she tries to walk tea newbies to their perfect pot by asking a few simple questions.
First, I ask them, as I did you, what type of tea do you like to drink? And if they say black tea, green tea, we try to narrow it down to a category of tea. Then do you like straight tea or flavored tea? If they like flavored tea, do you like fruity or spicy?
The Cozy Tea Cart's impressive wall of loose leaf tea is separated by category, and each of the over 200 teas have a sniffing jar for browsing.
Our best-selling tea would be our TCTC Spice. It stands for the Cozy Tea Cart. And this is a Sri Lankan black tea, and it has cloves, clove oil, orange peel, and cinnamon. Customers say it reminds them of Christmas time.
Many scientific studies have pointed out the fact that tea is also really good for you.
So each category of tea has similar health benefits because it's all coming from the same leaf, the two leaves and the leaf bud off the bush. But as you process the leaf in the factory, it does slightly change the chemical makeup. So you'll find that the different categories of tea have additional benefits in addition to what all of the teas have.
There are lots of fun tea accessories, mugs, travel cups, and tea bag. But for those tea beginners, Danielle suggests starting with a perfect pot. It is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
So all you do is you take a level spoon of this. These are brown natural bags, so there's no bleach or chlorine. And you just pour your water over the tea. Put your lid on. And for both preparing tea in a cup or a pot, you always want to time your tea. This is our perfect tea brew. So this is a black tea, so we're going to follow the one in the middle. When this timer is done, you can take the natural bag out and you're ready to drink your tea.
So green, white, black, or oolong, a trip to the Cozy Tea Cart, and you'll be ready to be pinkies up with the Queen in no time.